The City Fire Department welcomed the donation of bleed control kits
that are designed to be used in a situation where we would need to stop bleeding, ideally in a number of patients, such as an active shooter, mass casualty, any situation like that.
These kits are specialized for the purpose of controlling bleeding, while department personnel are skilled in using specialized equipment.
The nice thing about these kits are it contains everything all together in one compartment. So in an emergency situation, in a trauma situation, we can grab the bag and we have everything that we need to right away.
The idea for these kits came from the 2017 mass shooting at the Las Vegas Route 91 Harvest Music Festival.
What we're finding in the likes of the Las Vegas shooting is that there is just not enough equipment on location at these major events like this. So these kits were designed to be dropped at the triage zone. We created one for every frontline apparatus within Papillion Fire Department. It has the basic necessities to help us bridge that gap between the time of injury and the time that we can get these patients to the hospital.
Talaco breaks down the contents of each kit.
Each bag has a dozen CAT tourniquets. These are combat application tourniquets, American made. They're kind of the gold standard in the area. These are utilized on extremities to stop major bleeds. We have pressure bandages. These offer about 45 pounds of pressure. They're utilized for bleeds on extremities, could be on necks, could be all over. They're utilized a bunch of different ways, but these things are very, very handy. We have gauze, trauma shears to cut clothing off. We have decompression needles, which are in the Papillion and Omaha fire bags. They're not in the Omaha police bags just because it's not in a police officer's scope.
The decompression needles are used to treat a collapsed lung.
So there's pressure on the lung, and for medics to alleviate that pressure, to get the pressure of the lung off the vena cava of the heart and let the body start going back to normal, we have to decompress them. And this is one of those things that are life or death at the time that we need it.
The Sandy Hook school shooting brought to light that despite having the people available, so many victims went without help.
What they found out was if we'd have had this stuff there, lay people could have saved them. It's much like CPR was 40 years ago. If we could get this out into the public and get it to where it needs to be rapidly, we can actually make a big difference to save people's lives. So we're excited Dustin took this on. We're excited for Carol and Chief Bose to get this stuff out in the field and get it to use.
With the kits available to the public and with people trained to use them, it makes a major difference.
The main focus of this is it buys time. So if we can stop the bleeding, put a tourniquet on, stop that life-threatening hemorrhage, it buys time for the patient.
All of the medical professionals emphasize that they'd like to see the bleed control kits available in public and to have the average person trained in how to use them, just as many are now trained in CPR. Thanks for watching. For Papillion Now, I'm Tori Papillion.